So Rachael Denhollander was one of the original 3 to come out against Larry Nassar, and she was a huge part of the Athlete A documentary. She went to see him at 15 years old at Michigan State University. I think she complained of a wrist and a lower back problem, and he said, we're going to do myofascial release, which is a legitimate therapy. It's like when you roll out the tissue, and so you're trying to get some separation between the tissue and the muscle. Like when you see people rolling out on a roller, that's like what they're doing. They're basically like rolling the muscle to get relief from pain. And so Larry Nassar said, okay, yeah, come in for myofascial release. We'll do that. And Rachael said he then sexually assaulted me under the towel. And what's even more fucked up about this one, because either way, that's pretty fucked up. He positioned himself so that he was between her and her parents. Her parents were actually in the room. So he had one hand on her wrist, which was one of the reasons she was in there. And then I think it was her lower back. He had another hand. I don't know if she was stomach down or back down, but Rachael Denhollander said that he was kind of like positioned between her and her parents. So he kind of like hid his hand and sexually assaulted her under the towel, which isn't a super graphic phrase. There's more graphic phrases that will be used, but sexually assaulted her under the towel. Her parents were in there. He was using himself to block his hand. So he was like, I imagine talking to her parents and like talking to her, and imagine being a 15-year-old kid and you're just like, what the fuck is happening right now? I'm getting finger blasted by this trainer while my parents are in the room. And then he then moved on to anal penetration in the next sessions. And then he was then giving her full breast massages and other appointments. And Denhollander says, quote, he was clearly sexually aroused. So there's like, I don't know. Like there's so much going on there. It's almost like it's so clear, the assault, that you're probably shocked as the athlete going like, is this really happening right now? Like, is he fingering me for a hamstring injury? Like, is this actually happening? Like when people say they block out traumatic experiences, to me, and to my knowledge, I've never had anything happen to me that I've blocked out, but if it has, I've blocked it out already. So I wouldn't know. But to me, it's like when something is so obvious, it's like it makes sense because your brain would block something out to try to protect you from it. And when she's describing these things, I'm like, this isn't questionable molestation. There's like, you're literally getting finger blasted in a room multiple times with your parents there, getting your breast massaged for like, and the thing was, there's no legitimate reason for the injuries. That like, there's no athletic injury for which getting fingered is a treatment.
I would say not.
That has been proven over and over again.
Right.
I keep trying to tell my girlfriend that it is, but I, like over and over again, she keeps denying it. So I'm gonna have to.
One day you'll be there.
But yeah, there's it's like almost arrogant of him to do it. It's like he's trying to say, I have so much control over you,
so much power that I'm gonna
do it in front of your parents in the room.
Your parents in the room.
It's like you like, and also it's him asserting his control, but it's also in the girl's mind, she's probably thinking, if this is happening with my parents in the room and they're not saying anything, it can't be that bad. But they don't actually see his hand because he's kind of blocking it out with his own body.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. The fact that he thinks he can do that with the parents in the room.
Yeah.
And I remember one parent. I remember seeing a video of a guy, and I understand it. There was a dad who you play the video. He's saying to the judge, like, give me 1 minute with this guy and I'll beat the shit out of him. Or something. He's like, just give me 5 minutes and with this guy and I will be satisfied. And then obviously it's not going to happen. And he like lunges at him. He dives at him, but the police tackle him. But yeah. I feel the pain of that dad. Mm-hmm. Like if anyone ever did that to my daughter, I would want to stab the shit out of that guy or fucking shoot him in the face. I mean, fuck, man.
I feel like
that's unbelievable.
Should that be
bring back Gladiator?
Bring back an eye for an eye. Who is the code of Hammurabi, where it was an eye for an eye? So if someone takes something from you, you take something from that other person, or you basically punish them. And But yeah, it's like it's not legal, but I understand the dad who wanted to beat the shit out of Larry Nassar because
is it morally fair? Possibly. Is it legal? No, but is it morally fair? It's probably fair for him to beat the shit out of Larry Nassar.
Yeah, dude, and also if
maybe not kill him, I don't know.
If pedophiles that were watching Larry Nassar get his ass beat on live television, I think if they do it, they have to publicly televise it, because say you let Larry Nassar and the dad be in a room together for 5 minutes and the dad's allowed to do whatever the fuck he wants, and maybe you even provide him with some weapons. This is a hypothetical, of course. And you publicly televise it, you live stream it. Imagine other pedophiles watching that happen. Like, I guarantee you that they'll think twice because they don't want to get beat with a pipe on on IG Live. So
I wonder if in countries that actually there's definitely countries where people are beat up for their actions. I wonder if there's a reduced rate of crime actually in countries where they just like beat the shit out of people for what they did.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the crime, but
or publicly humiliate them. You know,
there should be it does work when we got spanked when we were kids. I know not all parents today are less likely to spank their kids given the societal shift, but it did work when you did something wrong and mom would spank us twice.
Slapped your hand, right?
when you would get spanked, it's
some teachers drove a nail through your hand and your hand was stuck there for like a full day.
Or like Jesus Christ, or recounting the crucifixion.
That's it.
But yeah, it does strike fear into you. And for some people, prison doesn't scare them. Like, there are deranged people out there that will do shit and they'll be like, whatever. I hate my life now. If I'm in prison, what's the difference? And so there are people out there that prison is not enough of a deterrent. So I would be for some cases having physical repercussions from the victim or the family of the victim, or just like something, because we do it physically with the death penalty. We kill people for certain crimes.